What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. My name is Franco Torres, and today we're talking about the Oneder Fuzz pedal, this little thing right here. Quick disclaimer, while I did, pay for this with my own money, Nick at Oneder was actually kind enough to give me a really good price on it so that I could, get this here to this channel so that you guys over there can actually watch it and enjoy it. So appreciate it, Nick. Thank you so much. Let's go back into the rest of the video. So today we are talking about the Oneder Fuzz pedal. Let me see if I can put it in the light over here. This is one of the coolest pedals, and again, while I did get this at a really good price, I'm not really enticed to any particular words in what I'm saying, and if I like it or if I don't like it, I can say whatever the hell I want, and I really do appreciate that, right? And I'm honestly really excited about this pedal, if you can't already tell. The reason I'm really excited about it is because honestly, it's a really inspiring pedal. And with fuzz pedals, it's really easy to get it bad, right? It's really easy to mess it up. It's really easy to get a really bad sounding fuzz pedals, which is why fuzz pedals aren't really the easiest pedal to, one, actually make and actually, demo, right? Because while there are less components maybe in a fuzz pedal than maybe something like a delay or like a digital pedal, quite frankly, usually the easy stuff, it's harder than it seems, and it's really hard to actually nail the easy stuff, I would say. So this pedal out of the bat really just kind of like blew me away. It's a very inspiring sounding fuzz. It's got a ton of riffs in here. Which is really freaking cool. I feel like it came with preloaded riffs written into the actual pedal. Let me pull up the actual manual so that I can kind of like give you a little bit of a rundown of what's going on. This is the bypass button, and this one actually changes between the filter on the fuzz. So there's a green one and a red one. Both sound completely different, which is really freaking cool. Especially if you're, wanting to change your tone between sections in a song. I think it's just insane. We've got two big knobs. One is loud, the other one's louder. One is level, the other one's fuzz. And then as far as the, little toggle switch in here, let me actually pull that up because this is what I want this for. So apparently it's low gain, medium gain, and high gain. And I don't know how I didn't figure that out sooner, but there's a ton of gain on tap. And if that's not enough for you, there's a couple of internal pots which I actually have not messed around with, and I don't think I'm gonna mess around with them. But there's two internal pots in here if you wanna be that guy that gets just more out of their pedal. Honestly, while it does have those two pots in there, I don't really think you need to access them. It's super usable as it is with the settings in here. Let's dive into a quick demo of the pedal. What I'm using is the Telecaster. My Telecaster is an American Standard Tele from 2016. Bridge pickup is whatever standard pickup it came with, and a DiMarzio humbucker on the neck. We are going into the fuzz, and that's going into the Nano Cortex. Nano Cortex into the Highline into the Apollo. And that's pretty much how I'm recording. Pretty much just using a clean amplifier really on the Nano Cortex, not really doing anything else on it. I am actually turning on and off the Keeley Halo because I love how it sounds, but also I thought it'd be pretty cool to put some delay echo with a fuzz, because this pedal, quite frankly, is freaking awesome. And if you didn't notice, the paint is actually kind of sparkly, and I'm a sucker for anything sparkly like that. I think it's really cool. Matches my Tele a little bit, not at all, but I think it looks really cool. Let's take a listen to it, and yeah, kind of just go from there. So in this portion of the video, we are just taking a listen to the Oneder Fuzz. Play the guitar clean tone, then just play with a bunch of different tones out of the fuzz. I'm super stoked about this pedal. It's a song factory. It's been a while since I've grabbed a pedal, like a fuzz pedal particularly, and it's just made me want to write music and want to write heavy riffs. It's super inspiring. I've already written a couple of riffs for my band, and I'm super stoked about it. It's been a while since I've had this much fun with a distortion pedal in general, I think. Let me just kind of show you what I'm playing through. Telecaster. I'm gonna change between the pickups, just a standard Tele, American Standard pickup, whatever that is. The Marcio humbucker on the neck. We're playing through a Nano Cortex. I've got a chain that I'm really not using. It's just a Nano Cortex at this point going into the Highline, into the interface. And I'm going to switch on the fuzz so you can kind of like, hear it. And you'll see a camera somewhere around here with like the fuzz and me playing around with the actual pedal itself. Clean tone. That's nuts. That's nuts. Okay, so we're back. Let me know what you think of the pedal. I really like it. I think it came preloaded with some riffs in there, and I just really think it's really sweet. It's been a while since I've played a fuzz pedal that I've been this inspired with. I mean, the most recent one would have been maybe 2.5 years ago when I played the Beatronics Royal Jelly, and that's another one of my favorite fuzz pedals that I actually own as well. The fuzz pedals that I find that I like, I actually try to buy and keep. So I've got 3 right now, and I've played through a bunch of different fuzz pedals. So I'm super stoked to find another one that actually does the thing. It actually has a bunch of really cool sounds in it. Let me know what you guys think. Drop them down in the comment if you've tried it. Please do let me know. Love to hear what you guys think. It actually does also pair well with other pedals, though I do know that I didn't show it with a distortion pedal, before or after it. But I've actually tried it, and it's actually pretty freaking cool, especially before. After, I don't really like to put distortions after fuzz pedals in terms of like actually using them together. I like the fuzz to be the end all be all character in my chain. Though some pedals do prefer to be in the front, some fuzz pedals I might add. This one is actually pretty cool with being at the end of the distortion chain, and that's super, super cool. Let me know what you think. If you're like this kind of a concept, this kind of video, consider maybe subscribing, liking, commenting, and doing all that kind of jazz, sharing the video. I really do appreciate it. It helps more than you think. I'm really thankful for everyone that's watching and following so far. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on the next video.